Hello, good evening, guys. Can you hear me? Just want to check this.
Hi, yes, yes,
Excellent.
can I hear you? Yes.
Thank you. Okay. Well, I'm going to give 1 or 2 minutes for the rest to connect. If I'm not wrong, you are around 14 students. Is that correct? Or how many do you usually connect?
Yes, around 10.
Okay. Okay, so let's just give them 1 or 2 minutes, or then we may
Okay.
begin. Okay. Well, okay, guys. Good evening. Probably the rest will connect in the process as we start this class. Well, how are you? I see that we have only Sandro, Erika, and Xiomara connected. So how are you guys? My name is Guillermo Peña, and I'm gonna continue this course with you. I know that you started the course. I don't know if last week. Is that right? Did you start the course last week?
Hi, yes, the last week we start the module 3.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And this is in pre-intermediate, right? You are in pre-intermediate, uh,
Yes,
the module.
printing. Yes.
Excellent. Very good. Um, let's see. I don't know if there is an attendance. Do you know if there is an attendance to check? Because I don't know if there is a list. Did the other teacher used to take attendance while you were connecting? Do you know if she had to take attendance? Because I do not have a list, so I'm not really sure who are the ones that connect, or I just know how many because I see them in WhatsApp, but that's all. So,
Um, I don't know to what Gabby to do, but the only students is in WhatsApp. Is the only
those are the only ones.
yes.
Okay, that's good. No problem. So, well, before we begin, actually, I know for what she said that you only had 2 classes. Is that correct with her? You only had 2 classes. Is that correct?
Yes, only two.
Okay, only two. And they were about countable, uncountable nouns, and also there
The
is and there are.
yes, the contables and uncountables for was the last class.
The last class, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yes, because we are supposed to continue with a new topic, but what we are going to do instead is we are going to have like a speaking class based on that. So that we can practice countable, uncountable nouns, and also we can practice there is and there are. So let me just check. So we are so far. Okay, so far. Hello, Eric. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, excellent, Eric. How are you, Eric?
Fine.
Excellent, excellent. Uh, can you tell me something about you? Like, what is it that why are you studying English? Let's begin with that question. Probably all of you can answer the question so that we can get to.
Okay,
Mhm.
yeah, I study English for improve my skills, and I want to talk with everyone. I want to get a better job.
Excellent. Okay. Yeah, that's good, Eric. Thank you. I hope I can help you with that. Lisandro, can you hear me?
Hello, coach. Yes, I can. Nice to meet you.
Okay, nice to meet you, Lisandro. So tell me, why are you studying English? What is it that you were doing?
I have been studying English because I want to get a better job.
Okay, that's good. Do you want to get an speaking English job?
Yes, I want.
Okay. And your current in your current job is English necessary? Like right now where you work?
No,
No. Okay.
no.
Okay, because I was also told that you need like some preparation on we will have like some preparation on how to approach a job interview in English. We will do that. Lily Olgin, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but I'm a little bit sick.
Yes, I
And
can hear that.
yeah, and that's why if I speak, I have to speak
N-
um
No
a
problem.
little. Okay,
No problem. Don't force your throat because that's also not good.
okay.
But if you can speak like low, just let me
Yeah,
know. Okay. So tell me, why are you studying English, Lily?
as my classmate said, because I want to get a better job. Nowadays, I'm working at uh, Autofácil is like the group of
That's
um,
Grupo Cool, right?
Thomas group, yeah,
Uh-huh.
and it's a little bit bad because I don't like that kind of work
Okay.
because I have to search information about um about people, and it's kind of difficult to explain it, but I don't like it, and I wanted to have like another class to job
Okay.
for.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's perfect. Yes. Yes. Uh, yeah. So we will try to approach that. And Xiomara, what about you? Why are you studying English?
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm
Nice
sorry,
to meet you.
I don't say and the first. Uh, I'm I want to learn English because is difficult for me to speak. I have the conversation, but the pronunciation is my problem with English. So I want to learn speak with um, fluidez. I don't know what to say.
Fluency.
Fluency. So for that, I'm here and for the bootcamp too.
Okay, okay, excellent, excellent. Uh, that's good. I will try to help you with that as much as I can. So if you have questions, if you think that sometimes I go too fast or too slow, let me know. Okay, let me know so that we can, because I will get to know you in the future classes probably a little better. But as we go through the classes, if you have questions, don't hesitate to stop me. I will try to help you with doubts that you may have. Uh, and all I will ask is for your participation, right? That's all I will ask. One thing that I always tell students in these courses is that if you really want to learn, what you need to do is practice. And participation here is really important. That's the only way that you can really improve your English, by practicing. Uh, we don't speak English like every day with everybody. So this time that we have available to practice, uh, that's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. Practice and participate. And I will do my best to help you with that. Let me right now just share my screen, and we are going to begin. Today we are going to do, as I was telling at the beginning, I think I was telling this to Xiomara, I know that with the previous teacher, you were studying uncountable nouns and countable nouns, and also questions like with how much, how many, and there is and there are. So what we are going to do today, we are going to practice. We will have a speaking class. So most of the work that you will do will be speaking. There is an exercise where we need to classify some words, but mostly it will be speaking. I will send you to work in pairs, and I will give you a situation for a moment that you will have to prepare like a conversation, like something like real situations from life, so that you can practice. And I will be monitoring the since we are going to be right now, well, so far four, I will be monitoring what you're doing, and I will try to help you with that. Let me share the screen so we may begin with the exercises and practices that we have for today. I have a couple of practices that I have planned. I consider they will help you. So let's try to, let me just close what I don't think I need that is necessary. We will just stay with this. Okay. So, and also guys, I saw that they sent you a message earlier that they will be checking like the progress. So make sure that you try to progress as much as you can with the platform, okay? Okay, so I think I'm ready to share. Yes. If you can see my screen, well, let me know, okay? Let me know if you can see it. And we are going to begin with a simple exercise. Do you see my screen, guys?
I can, yes, I can see you.
Yes, good. Okay, excellent. If at some point, well, you can just send a reaction or something there so that I know that you're that you can see, right? You don't really need to open the microphone all the time, only when you are requested and for practice, okay? Well, let's begin with this exercise, and I'm gonna ask all of you to participate, and I will try to go in order so that I can have everybody participate, okay? Xiomara, what we have to do here is answer the questions that we have there. What is it? And you have to tell me if it is a countable or uncountable
Is countable.
Okay, what
Because
is this? What is it? What is it?
is one hamburger.
It's a hamburger. Okay, excellent. And it is countable, you said, right?
Yes.
Let's see. All right, that's excellent. That's a hamburger and it is countable. Very good. Let's try with the next one. Eric, what is this? And what is this one? This one right here. What is it? And let me know if it is countable or uncountable.
Okay, it is orange and it's countable.
It's in orange and it is
Countable.
countable. Perfect. Very good. See, it's an orange and it is countable. Lisandro, what about this one right here? The one that we have right here. This one right here. What is this? And is it countable or is it uncountable?
It is pasta, and I mean it is uncountable.
It is pasta spaghetti, same thing, synonyms.
Okay.
And yes, of course, it is uncountable. Okay, it is uncountable. Yeah, with the spaghetti and pasta, there's no problem. You can refer to this as both, right? Spaghetti, pasta, both are uncountable, right? So excellent, very good, Lisandro. Lily, can you help me with the following that we have there? This one right here. What is this, and is it countable or uncountable?
The breath, right,
Okay.
is uncountable.
Bread, it is countable or uncountable? Very good. It's uncountable. All right. This is an uncountable object. Let's try the next one. Xiomara. Let's try this one right here. This one right here. What
This
is?
is orange juice, and it is uncountable.
It is orange juice and it is uncountable. Very good. Eric, help me with the next one, please. This one right here.
Okay, it is rice and it's uncountable.
It is rice, yes, definitely, and it is uncountable. Very good. Let's try the next one, Lily, please. This one right here.
Egg, right?
Egg, okay.
I think it's countable.
I think it's countable. Let's find out. Yes, it is an egg and it is countable, of course. We can count eggs, right? Definitely. Let's do one more, and then we'll move on to another exercise. Xiomara, help me with the one right here. What is this?
This is watermelon and is countable.
It is a watermelon and it is countable. Yes, of course. Eric, help me with the one right here in the middle. What is this?
Okay, it is water and it's uncountable.
Water and it is uncountable or countable? What did you say, Eric? What?
Uncountable.
Uncountable. Okay, perfect. Very good. Lisandro, help me with, let me just move the screen. Help me with this one right here. What is this?
It is potato and it is countable.
It's a potato and of course it is countable. Very good. Let's move on to the next one. This is the last one we're gonna do on this type of exercise. Lily, help me with this one, please. What is this?
Popcorn, and I think it's uncountable.
Popcorn, and of course it is uncountable. Yes, we cannot count popcorn.
One popcorn, two. Yeah, I think it's incorrect, right?
Which one?
No, you just say one popcorn, two popcorn is like
The thing is that,
maybe
see,
like the thing that you put like a box or one
yeah,
box of popcorn, right?
yeah, this is very similar to water. Like you cannot, in English, we cannot count water, right? We cannot say one water, two water, but we can say one glass of water. Now, this is also popcorn, like itself, like the popcorn is not countable. It's uncountable. We cannot count popcorn, okay? But we can count, remember, and I think that probably your teacher mentioned this, we can count the containers, right? And this is very similar to water. We can count the containers, like same as this example of water, see? For example, here, water it says is uncountable, but you can, because you cannot say one water, two waters, but you can say one glass of water or one cup of water. And we are not counting water. That's the difference. That's the thing. That's whenever you uh, have doubts about the countables or uncountables, what you need to verify is if what you count is the container or what is inside the container. Like in this example here, water inside the glass, I cannot count that. It's uncountable. The same is with popcorn. I cannot count it, right? But I can count, for example, one box or one pack, right? There is an extra word that we use to refer to those, right? To refer to those. Um, so no, it is uncountable. Popcorn, it is uncountable. But we can count like one box of popcorn or one cart of popcorn or one I forgot the other name, but that's what we can count. We can count the container of popcorn, but the popcorn itself, we can't count it. Is that clear? Or is there any doubt about that? Guys, are we clear
I
on
think it's
popcorn?
clear.
Okay, right. Yeah, remember, let me know if you have any questions so we can go over them. Now, the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna continue practicing with the same thing, but this time, let me just put this complete screen, the full screen. Okay, but this time what we're gonna do is we're going to, as I said, practice with all of these all together. Countable, uncountables, the questions with how many, how much, there is, and there are, right? That's what we are going to review today. And what I want you to do is the following. I'm gonna show you a picture and you have to ask the question to one of your classmates, right? And you are going to ask a question using how much or how many about what you see in the picture. And your classmate has to answer using there is or there are, depending on the picture. Is that clear?
Yes, it's
Oh,
clear.
okay, so let's begin with this one as an example. So, Xiomara, ask the question how much or how many to let's say to Eric about
Um,
Mhm.
Eric, how many dogs are there?
Okay, so Anna, there are 3 dogs.
There are excellent guys, very good. There are 3 dogs, excellent. So that's what we're gonna be doing. How many, how much, and we need to answer with there is or there are. Okay, let's continue with the next one. Eric, now you ask the question to Lisandro.
Okay, okay, Lisandro, how much milk it is?
Could you repeat the question, please?
Okay, how much milk there is?
There is a glass of milk.
Okay. Yeah, that's valid. There's a glass. Although you have two bottles too. That's very good. Now, Lisandro, you asked the question to Lily. Hello, hello, Lisandro.
What is the image?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're right. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, Lily, how many rice there are?
There is a couple of rice.
A couple, or you can say a cup, or
A cup? Yeah,
or this
I
is,
think the correct pronunciation is a cup.
yeah, it's a cup, or normally what we call it is a bowl. This is a bowl,
A
right?
bowl,
A bowl of rice.
bowl of rice.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Now, Lily, can you please ask the question to Xiomara?
Okay, Xiomara, how many laptops are there? Or no, yes, computers are there.
Yeah, computers in general.
Mhm.
There are 9 computers, but I don't know CPU. It's like computer. I don't know. I count CPU or not.
Yeah, I mean, the idea here is that we use the general term for computers to refer to all of them. Now, if you want to be specific, of course, right, we have laptops, laptop computers, we have desktop computers, we have the CPU. Obviously, there is not a monitor, but the idea is to use the general term as computers, referring to the group, right, to the group of electronical devices, let's say.
Okay,
So it is okay.
there are 9
There are 9 computers.
computers. Yeah.
Okay. Now let's go for another round. Now, Xiomara, ask again, Eric.
Eric, how many cup of chocolate? I guess
Chocolate
there
or
are.
coffee?
Okay, there are 2 cups.
There are 2 cups. Excellent. And let's continue. Eric, ask Lisandro, please, with this one.
Okay, Lisandro, how many pen are in the image?
There are 3 friends.
There are 3 pens. Very good. And now Lisandro ask Lily about this one.
Lily, how many bottles of water are there?
There are 2. How do you say that?
Those are bottles.
Bottles.
Yeah.
Really? Okay, there are 2 bottles of water.
Yeah. The only difference is that we, like, if you want to be like, for example, specific about like the size of the bottle, these are 5-gallon bottles, right? These are like the big ones. Or you have a smaller bottle, but this is a 5-gallon bottle. But in the end, it is a bottle, right? So we have 2 bottles of water. Now, let's move on to, let me just close this. Now, there are a couple of things that we are going to do now. One is we are going to go over a couple of things just so that we can like refresh. And so here is a list. Then let me know if you can see it, because right now it says uploading, I think. And I'm going to show you a list of different nouns. that they can be count or they cannot be count. And there we go. All right, so we have this list of countable and uncountable nouns that that's how we usually classify these nouns, right? Like, for example, we have apple, cats, we have restaurant, book, table, candle, dog, monkey, student, chair, which are things that we can count, right? We can say one chair. I have, for example, 4 students. I have 3 dogs. I have 2 tables at my house. I usually visit 1 restaurant. Now, let's see. Okay. Can you think of any other nouns that you can count? Can you give me one extra example in this list that we can add here? For example, Xiomara, can you think of another noun?
For example, trees, maybe 2 or 4 trees or plants or animals
Okay,
in
very
general.
good. Okay, yeah, we have, for example, animal. We also have tree. You also mentioned plants, I think. So we can also count plants. Eric, can you think of any other noun that can be counted, like from the daily things that you do in the day or that you usually read that can be counted?
Okay, a car.
Okay, so we can also count car. Any other example that comes to your mind, Eric?
Okay, TV, door, window.
Okay, that's okay. Thank you, Eric. Now let's see, Lisandro. Any other example that you can think of?
TV,
We have the TV or
computer,
television. Mhm. Okay, thank you, Lisandro. And Lily, can you think of any example that you can of that you can count?
I
Of?
have one that is like the best nowadays for me as a pill.
A pill, like that?
A pillow.
A pillow. Oh, let me just see.
Yes.
Where's this? Oops, I
No,
did.
a pill is in a in pillow.
Yeah, that's
Both of them.
both of them are countable. That's for sure, right? Yeah, that's true. So a pill and also a pillow. I both of them are countable. We can take 2 pills, 3 pills. Okay, very good. Now, we also have nouns that we cannot count. Now, these sometimes can be a little difficult because in Spanish sometimes we try to count them. One, for example, is water. You cannot say that, well, for example, sometimes you will say people like, deme un agua, right? So we try to count it, but actually we cannot count water, right? We cannot count water. But what do we count then? How do we count water, or how do we try to quantify? That's the best word, I think. How do we quantify water? Do you know any word that can help us count? Because we always need to count something, right? What word can we use to count
Trees,
water?
juice,
Well, those are the ones that you cannot count. Of course, those are examples, right?
Bottles of water.
Okay, Selena, thank you. So we can count, we can use the word bottle to count waters. Now, bottle is countable, right? We can say 1 bottle, 2 bottles, 3 bottles. They are countables, right? Now, so we can say a or bottle of water, right? We can say bottle of water. The same happens with juice, right? The same happens with juice. We cannot count juice. So what we do is that we use another word that is countable to count use, similar to water. We can say a bottle of water, a bottle of use. It's the same thing. Now, what about the next one? What about the next one? Cheese. How do we count cheese? Can you think of a word that we can use to count or quantify cheese? Do you know any word?
Maybe when you refer the weight of the cheese, for example, 1 pound of pecorino cheese, I think. Like that.
Yeah. That's correct. Like 1 pound of cheese, right? So we use another word to quantify because we cannot say 1 cheese or 2 cheese, or imagine like you say 2 cheeses, right? We don't, these are nouns that we cannot count. So we use quantifier. So we use, for example, in this case, 1 pound of cheese. That's, what about milk? What about milk? How do we count milk? How do we count milk? You know?
A glass of
We can say, that's good. So we can say a glass of milk. And normally you will also see a quart of milk, right? Like this is like of milk, which basically is that when we buy in those like formals that are big, like from carton, we can use it to count. What about bread? How do we count bread? How do you count bread? In Spanish, we say deme dos panes, right? So we count it, but in English we cannot count bread. So we normally use extra words.
A slice bread.
We can ask for a slice, right? A slice of bread, right? We normally use let me just fix this. A slice of bread. And not rubbish. Do you know what rubbish is? Rubbish is like trash, like waste. How do we count that? How do you count waste, garbage? How do you count it? Rubbish. What do you usually use at home to store the trash? What do you usually use?
A can.
Trash can.
You can use a can or a trash can, right?
Yeah.
You can use a trash can. We can also put it in bags, no? A bag of rubbish, right? We can use those words. Oops, sorry, guys. We can use those words to be able to count uncountable nouns, okay? Let's move on a little bit faster with this list. What about time? How do we count time? How do you count time? How can we count time? What do we use to count time?
Hours, minutes,
Hours?
minutes,
Minutes, we have seconds, we have year, we have
days,
days also. So we use countable words to refer to these uncountable nouns, right? We can say 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 1 hour, 2 hours, 1 day, 30 seconds. So we can count those, right? Referring to time. So we have those examples, right? So I'm gonna write it here, days, we have hours, years, and so on, right? There are many words that we can use. All right, let's stop there for now with this list. And I wanna move on to this. Ooh, what happened? Give me 1 second. I don't know what happened, everything moved. Oh, I know why. Let me just eliminate this. Okay, there we go. Now, what we are going to do right now, I'm gonna give you like about 10 to 15 minutes maximum, right? I want you to look at these words, and if you have a piece of paper, or if you want to do it, or you can also do it in the chat, right? What I want you to do is to read all the words that are there, and I want you to classify them as countable or uncountable, right? I'm gonna give you about 10 minutes, probably, no more. Or if you finish earlier, let me know. But what I want you to do is classify these words, right? Classify those words. I'm gonna give you some time, 10 minutes. Is that good? 10 minutes, do you think it's enough?
Yes, it's
It's good.
okay. And all, uh,
They are mixed. Here you have countable and uncountable nouns.
okay.
So if you want to do it in the chat, do it in the chat. Or if you want to do it in paper, do it in paper. But what I want you to do is classify them. Countable, uncountable.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to give you some time.
Um, I don't see the words.
Sorry, I moved it. I'm going to move it right now back, please. I'm sorry. Is that my computer? There you go. Can you see them
Thank
now?
you.
Okay, sorry.
Um, I have a question.
Tell me.
What is Knowledge is the second word.
This one, knowledge is, it refers to the things that you know. Like, for example, you can have knowledge in math. That means that you know about math. For example, what do
Okay.
you do? What do you do for work? Or is that clear?
I'm a biology student. So
Okay. So you have knowledge in biology.
okay.
That means that
Yeah.
you know about biology.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good. Okay. Thank you, Xiomara. Did you finish all, Xiomara, already?
Yes, I'm finished.
Okay, good. All right. What about the rest? How are we doing? Lina, Lisandro, and Eric, how are we doing? Lily?
I'm finished.
Okay. What about the rest? How finished?
I'm finished.
Excellent, Eric. Thank you. And Lisandro and Selena, what about you guys?
Finish.
I'm finished.
Excellent. Okay. So let's go ahead right now and check the responses that you have. Let me just, so what we're going to do right now is classify them. Let's just verify this two lists that we have so that we can, let me move it over here. Can you still see the words? Okay. Now let's see. What about oranges? Is it countable or uncountable? Xiomara?
Orange are countables.
Okay, so oranges are countables. Let me just write it here. There we go. They are countable. I think I need to make it smaller. Oh, that's too small. What about knowledge, Selena? How do we, is it countable or uncountable? Knowledge.
Uncountable.
That's uncountable.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we cannot count how much you know about something, right? We cannot count how much you know about something. Okay, very good. What about chairs, Lisandro?
Countable.
Countable. So let's put it over here. So chairs is countable. What about coffee, Lisandro? Oh, oh no, you did chairs already, right? Lily, what about coffee? Can we count coffee? Or is
No,
it
no,
uncountable?
is uncountable.
It's uncountable. Very good. So we cannot count coffee either. What about pens, Eric?
Pens are
I'm sorry, you break up. So what did you say? Are they countable or uncountable?
pens are countable.
Countable. Excellent. Very good. Happiness. Xiomara.
Happiness is uncountable.
Uncountable. What about computers, Selena?
Countable.
Countable. Lisandro, bread,
Uncountable.
uncountable. Okay, good. Lily, birds,
Airplanes are countable or very.
birds, yes.
Okay, either are countable.
They are countable, right? We can
Yeah.
count them. Now from this list, airplanes, Xiomara,
Airplanes are countable.
countable, right? We can count airplanes. Selena, love. What about that?
Uncountable.
Uncountable, very good. Sand, Lisandro, is it countable? Can you count sand?
Countable.
Huh?
Uncountable.
Uncountable, very good, excellent. It is uncountable, right? We cannot count sand. And if you try, you'll spend all life there. Ideas, Lily, what about ideas? Can we count ideas?
No, I think it's uncountable.
Ideas is uncountable or countable. What do you think, guys? Does anybody have anything different? Or why do we say that ideas are uncountable? Do all have the same ideas? Uncountable? Yes? No?
For me, ideas are countable.
For you, they are countable. What about the rest? What do you think? Are they countable or are they not countable? Ideas? Any idea about ideas? I'm gonna put it here in the middle. What do you say? Is it countable or accountable? And Lisandro, do you have any guess about this one? What do you have? Countable or uncountable ideas?
I mean, it is uncountable.
Uncountable. Okay. Yes, it is uncountable, right? It is uncountable. And this is where you have to be careful because in Spanish we say one idea, two ideas, three ideas. But actually ideas is a concept and all of the rest that we have here, if I'm not wrong, most of them, they are countable, so except music, right? But we're gonna leave this for now there. But with these ones, if you notice, uncountables, why, for example, knowledge, happiness, love, ideas, why are they uncountable? Why cannot we count them? Why? Why are they uncountable? Do you have any idea about these words? Knowledge, happiness, love, ideas. Do you have a good guess about those?
I think it's something that you can touch. Is
Exactly.
something uncountable.
Exactly. The things that there is a word. Let me erase this because I think that we already did enough of those. But there is a word that describes them, and it is abstract. Right? Abstract is something that we cannot touch. Ideas, they are concepts, right? Like knowledge, happiness. I cannot count how happy you are. I can say you're very happy, but I'm not counting. Okay, it's not actually counting. So the same happens with ideas. You have a big idea, great idea, but you cannot count an idea. It's an abstract concept. So they are uncountable. Okay, I have one last activity, guys. But before we go to that activity, I just want to somebody mentioned this question in and I just wanted to rectify something about that. And it is that when you ask a question, for example, using there is, it says there how much. Let me just zoom in so you can see. So it says how much milk there is. When the question should be how much milk is there, right? Remember that when we are asking question, always remember that, for example, when we have a statement, like, for example, we use there is, or we use there are in the statement, right? That like there is an apple, or there is a tree, or there is a plant. But whenever we're doing the question, whenever we're writing a question, these two, right, they change position, okay? And then we make a question like, is there? So the same happens when we use how much. How much, how many apples are there, right? The order still changes in the question, even if you're asking with how much and how many, right? You can say like, how many apples are there? I just wanted to clarify that, guys. So whenever you make questions, be careful with that. People will understand you, but what actually shows that you are improving English is that you actually use the correct grammar. And the last activity, as I told you, I think I'm gonna give you like around, I think 10 minutes is going to be more than enough for you to prepare this. Let me just show you here. What we are going to do is we're going to work in pairs. In this case, we're going to have a group of 3. But the idea is that you use how many there is, how much, or there are, right? And obviously you will have to use nouns, and you have to use them correctly. Now, what is the idea of the activity? I'm going to give you a scenario, and what you have to do is prepare a short conversation about the situation. For example, we have this one scenario. What happened? Oh, there is scenario 1. For example, you are at a grocery store. Suppose that you are at a grocery store. If you are at a grocery store, right, normally happens that you have this situation. Imagine you are shopping for groceries, everything related to food. And what is the task? One person is the shopper. So one is the shopper, and the other is the store clerk. That's the person that works at the grocery store. And the shopper asks for a specific countable or uncountable items. Like, for example, you ask for specifically for milk, which is uncountable. You ask specifically, for example, for apples, which is countable. And you obviously have to respond accordingly. And then I'm gonna give you an example. Like shopper says, I need 3 apples and a bottle of milk. And the clerk says, here are your apples and here's your milk. Now notice that we have to pay attention to the verb to be, right? Here are, here is. In this case, we have like here is, right? That contracted. So we have to make sure that we use the correct verbs for plurals and also for singulars, right? You can ask, for example, hey, where is the milk? Well, there is the milk in aisle 2, or I don't know. There are different situations that I am going to give you. For example, this is one. We also have this one, a breakfast preparation. We have cooking together. And for all of the assignments, I'm just going to give you one, but you have the situation, the task, and you have an example of what you need to ask. But obviously, for example, when you go through the grocery store, you always greet, you say like good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm looking for milk, I'm looking for, I don't know, things that you need to cook or to prepare breakfast, things for the classroom, for preparing a picnic, or you ordering at a restaurant. So let me discard this. I will send you to breakout rooms right now, and I'm gonna go into the breakout room, and I will and I'm gonna give you one of the scenarios. Okay, so let me make the breakout rooms right now. I only need 2 breakout rooms. Why I cannot? Why I cannot? Let me see, 2 breakout rooms, and I'm going to assign you automatically. Okay. I'm gonna okay. I'm gonna open the room, guys. Do you have any questions? So I'm gonna have in room in room number 1, Selena, Eric, and Lily, and in room number 2, Lisandro and Xiomara. And I'm gonna be there in a moment, and I'm gonna copy this, and I'm gonna paste it in the chat so that you can see it. Give me one moment.
Okay.
I'm gonna send you to the room, and then I'm gonna go there so that I can give you the instructions specifically, okay, for each group.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good. In the chat, I will paste one of the scenarios. And remember, the idea is that you create a conversation, okay? That you create a
But
conversation. Tell me.
the conversation uh, is right, escrita or only
Oral.
talk?
Oral,
Oral.
yes, only
Okay.
oral. Right now is only oral. If you need to write, write. But if not, and if you, for example, if you want to write, what you can do is also in the chat, you can type in the conversation. But the idea, remember, this is speaking. The idea is that you speak, okay? I already pasted in the chat the scenario, the
In
situation.
the restaurant, right?
Yes, it's the restaurant order. Yes. Okay,
Oh,
I'm gonna go to the other group. I'm gonna come back in like in 5 minutes to check how you're doing, okay?
okay.
Yeah.
All right, good guys.
Yes.
Yes, I
Excellent guys. So you are going to work the 3 together,
Mhm.
and you have to prepare a conversation. You don't need to write anything, okay? It's going to be only oral, okay? I am going to paste in the chat the situation for you.
Okay.
okay.
It's already there in the chat. It's the picnic planning, okay?
Okay, I
Eh,
see you.
good. I will be back in 5 minutes to check how you're doing.
Okay.
Was a pleasure to attend to you.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Hello, guys. Are you done?
Hi.
No,
Yes.
Okay. Can I listen to you?
Yes.
Okay.
okay.
Hi. Good afternoon. Welcome to the restaurant. What do you do? What?
Okay, hi. I would like a spaghetti and
Okay.
also I would like a cup of wine. Do you have wine?
Yes, we have a wine. Do you want a glass or a bottle of wine?
I prefer a glass of wine, please.
Okay. Um, do you want uh salad or only the pasta?
What time salad do you have?
We have only fresh salad.
Oh, that's cool. I want to a salad.
Okay. In 30 minutes, you have your order.
Okay, thanks.
There are your pasta and salad um and your glass of wine. Do you want anything else?
Uh, can I check my bill, please?
Um, yes. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Um, there is the check.
Okay, thanks. And also, can I pay with credit card?
Yes, you can pay with credit card.
Oh, that's cool. I want to pay my bill with my credit card.
Okay. Um, there is a pleasure to attend this to you.
Okay, thanks for your service.
Goodbye. And
Okay. Excellent, guys. Very, very, very good. Excellent. Very good. Excellent. I will go right now to listen to the other group, and as soon as I finish with them, I'm gonna close the breakout room, and then we will. We just have a couple of minutes. We just have like 5 minutes, and then we will just finish. Okay.
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 I'll be back in a moment.
Therapy. I think.
Hello, guys. How are you? Have you finished?
Yes.
Okay, good. I would like to listen to you. Can you please go ahead and like play the conversation?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, Alessandra and Selena. I want to invite you like something on normal, like a picnic. I wanted to go like a park or something like that. I don't know if you want to go to another place, but I don't know if you can bring a thing. What do you think?
Okay. I would like to have a picnic. We need 2 boxes of pizza. Each pizza has 12 slices of two. Sorry. Each box of pizza has 12 slices. Are you agree with that?
Yeah, I really like it. And what about
Eh,
you? What do you think?
Also,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
need a can of soda. What do you prefer,
I
Pepsi
think
or Coca-Cola?
I think I don't know if you can bring um a bottle of juice because I think it's healthier than soda, right? And maybe we can we can mix it with like mineral and is that the taste is better than soda. And but I don't know what do you think?
Okay, I agree with the bottle of juice.
Okay, I would rather the bottle of juice. And I can bring some snacks like a potato chips. And do you do you like cheese?
I really like it. You can bring uh, uh maybe two kind of cheese.
Okay, I can bring two different kinds of cheese.
Very cool. And but I don't know where you can or where you want to go.
Where I think a park because I want to take a beautiful picnic surrounded by nature.
That sounds perfect to me because I think we can take a lot of pictures about the picnic, right?
I agree
Yes.
with that.
Do you know some place to visit?
To what?
Do you know some place to visit?
No, because I to be honest with you, I wanted to do that like a picnic because I don't know what kind of places we can visit, right?
I will seek some locations and I will send you for WhatsApp.
Okay, I will check it.
Okay.
Are you done?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent, guys. You did a really excellent job. Very good. You really did good. How you use the nouns, the quantifiers, and also uncountable and non-countable nouns. Very good. I'm gonna close the room right now, and then we're gonna go. All right. Just let me close the rooms. Okay, guys. Well, that's pretty much all for today. We're just missing Eric and Selena, right? Yeah. Okay, guys, that's all for today. Really nice to meet you. The next we have classes Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Excellent. So I'm gonna see you on Wednesday. You have a nice evening and
Thank
take
you.
care, okay, guys?
Thank you. Good night.
Good night, guys.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.